Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on tonight. And for everybody listening, I'm just going to show you simply what I've done, how I explain the you share, they share. I was sharing with Martha that living in a rural community, a lot of people don't have really large incomes. So when we started from the very beginning, we've been with Isagenix almost 12 years, it was important to be able to show people how to get their products paid for very quickly. So, for me, some people will say I'm a product user and some people say I'm a business builder. And for me, I really believe it's all one. And I'm going to show you tonight, hopefully, just some verbiage that I use and the way that we share that. And hopefully it'll help you. So I am going to show you really quickly kind of my why, what gets me up every day and gets me motivated. And so these are our children. So my husband, Justin, in the bottom in the gray. And then our kids are 11, 9, 5, and 3. 3 little boys and a little girl. And like Martha said, about almost 8 years ago now, Lucas was a young man in our community who just needed a family that would tell him he had value and worth, because we all do. We just need someone to share that with us sometimes. And so he moved in with us between his junior and senior of high school. And he graduated in May, and now he's working on his master's program. So you guys, when you hear Isagenix, if you're new tonight and you're just listening to the compensation plan of you share, they share, just to learn a little more, just know that it's so much bigger than just you, that if you really, utilize these products and you love the products and you want to help people, that if you share with enough people, what we've found, Martha, is that, we're able to bless so many other people's lives with the blessings that have been given to us. And, I always say to my kids, like, that we're put on the earth to be funnels, not vaults. And so it's just supposed to funnel through us. And that is what Isagenix allows us to do with so many people. So we are just really, really grateful. All of our kids we've had in our build in Isagenix. So, when people say, I'm busy, I live in a small community, I have a bunch of kids, all those reasons or all those excuses, I just want to share with you guys tonight, and just in part, please use those reasons as your reason, not your excuse. My kids have never been my excuse not to do this. They're my reason why I do it. And living in a small town has never been, I've never looked at that as a deterrent. I love where we live. I love the community we're in. So no matter where you are, you can build this business. And it's just simply showing people, a passion for the food, because Isagenix is just the best food on the planet. And then, sharing that with others. So for me, I love sharing with people, allowing them to dream. So I want you to think about when you were a kid. So what did you dream of? What did you think you could do? Where are places you wanted to go? And, my littlest, or my second to littlest, he's 5, and he always wants to be a rocket man, like a ninja rocket man. And so he wants to, and he thinks he can do that someday. And I just tell him, yes, you can do that. You can be a ninja rocket man, whatever you think. And so I'm sharing that with you guys, because I really want you to think about, where did the cap come on your life? When you were little and you dreamed, I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to see this. I want to be able to give that back to my community. Somewhere along the line, somebody said, no, you don't have that value. You can't do that. You got to do this instead. Go work a job for 40 hours a week for somebody else for the rest of your life. And I'm here to just share with you guys that, anything is possible, and especially with Isagenix. And so it's really allowed us to dream again. That picture on the left is me hiking the Grand Canyon with some of my friends last year. And on the right is taking Justin to an Alabama game. Justin grew up in a home where he loved Alabama, but didn't have the finances to be able to ever, attend any games or see that kind of stuff. And so I love taking him and just really lifting his lid. And hopefully that's what I do here tonight, because the vision of our company is not just to impact physical health, but it's to impact financial health as well. And in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And I believe that beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we will be, like Jim Cooper says, bigger than Johnson & Johnson. And so, I'm just going to share with you tonight a little bit about how I share, you share, they share, because I believe that every person, even if someone says to you, I just want to use the shakes, I just want to be a product user, that they deserve to get their food for free. And I'm just going to show you tonight how we have implemented that in our business. So Martha, this is the pack that we talk to everybody about, whether someone is coming in. I know now we have systems for weight loss and healthy aging and energy and performance, but I'm of the old school from 12 years ago that, everyone needs to cleanse 1 day a week for their first month. And so this is the pack that I share with everybody, no matter if they're an athlete, if they want healthy aging. This is still the pack that I personally love because it allows them to have that 1 day a week cleanse for the first month. So with our weight loss value pack, number one, you guys, so when I'm talking to someone, this is the pack I share, and I really show them the value. So I talk to them about all the things you see listed on the right-hand side, you know, the year free membership, the 2 free enrollments, the product coupons. I talk to them about everything they're going to get in this pack, you know, the new whey thins and the greens and the blender and all that. And I really show them the value. And then what I do is, because when someone says, what does it cost? I do not tell them, Martha, like I say, let me show you this. And I show them the value. And then what I do, you guys, is I draw out what I'm going to show you next. So we're going to pop this up here. And I'm going to show you in my chicken scratch, but you guys, it's going to be good. It's going to be worth it. So just follow me here. So this is what I show people. So Martha, if I was, you know, sharing with you, for example, I would say, Martha, that value pack is going to give you everything you need to, you know, meet your needs. And so in there, you're going to get 80 meals. And so Martha, what would you say, you know, you pay now for meals, whether it's the drive up, the gas station, the grocery store, home delivered meals? What would you say, like in general, you pay like for an average meal, do you think?
For an average meal, I'll be honest, about $12.
Okay, awesome. So when what I found is traveling in Isagenix, when I'm in smaller communities, I hear like 8, 10, you know, when I'm in larger community in the cities, I hear, you know, 12, 15. So I'm just going to throw 10 up here for easy math for myself.
Okay.
And so $800, Martha, would be what you're currently spending on those meals. So with that value pack, it's so incredible, you guys, because you get all of that for only $589. So if you look at what you're currently spending versus Isagenix, you see that you have a savings of $211. So right off the bat, it's less, Martha, than what you're already doing. But Isagenix has an awesome program where they allow you to be able to earn your groceries. And so where do you buy your groceries now?
I go to Sprouts.
Okay, awesome. So if you went to Sprouts, you know, tomorrow and bought your groceries and it was $5.89, you know, for your month's supply of groceries, and they said to you, hey, Martha, if you bring a family member or a friend here in the next 30 days, 2 family members or friends, in the next 30 days, we're going to give you half of your grocery money back. What would you do?
I would do it. I would just totally sign up. Sign me up. Where? When?
Yeah, right? Exactly. So I'm going to show you guys, that's how I share. So I would just say, Martha, you know, your groceries are $5.89, and here's how it's going to work. So Martha, when you start eating the food, you're going to realize how great you feel, how much energy you have. You're going to lose that weight, build a building muscle. You're going to feel awesome. So who are 2 people you love that you know would love these products, whether they want weight loss or healthy aging or energy, performance? Who are 2 people you love?
My mom. So
Okay.
Mom and my best friend, Hannah.
Okay, and Hannah, awesome. So Martha, how it works is that our company pays us for referrals. So it's called You Share, They Share. So when you share with your mother, they're going to give you $100 for telling your mom. And when you share with Hannah, you're going to get another $100 for sharing with Hannah. And so we get paid every week. So how it works is if you share with both of them the same calendar week, which is a Monday through a Sunday night, the company will double what they give you for sharing with them. So you get $200 for your mom, $200 for Hannah, and you get $50 because you share with your first 2 people. Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's $450 you've made back from telling 2 people you love. And you guys, like I told my mom and my husband, I mean, what I always say to people is this is the best food on the planet. So who are the people you love and care about? You want them eating, you know, 1 shake a day, having the best food on the planet. I mean, I don't know if I could live without Ionics and eShots. Like they're usually all around my desk because I just need them. So it's amazing. And I want people to have those products. So it's so easy for me to share because I'm passionate about the products. And so Martha, you're going to make that $450 back. You can see that's almost, you know, it's over 2/3 of what you spent on your groceries for the month. So isn't that incredible?
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, my grocery store has never given me half my money back just for sharing with a couple people, and I refer tons of people there. So what the company does now, that's You Share, and here's They Share. So we're going to help your mom to share with 2 people, and when you do that, when she does that, the company's going to pay her back for sharing, and then they're going to pay you $100. You're going to earn $100, Martha, for your mom sharing with 2 people, okay? Cool. And then with Hannah's going to share with 2 people. And I know my drawing is just amazing, you guys. And so when Hannah shares with 2 people, the company is going to give her part of her money back she's going to be able to earn money back for sharing with 2 people.
Okay.
And then you're going to earn another 100.
Sweet.
So now you can see this, Martha, you've made $650 back. So you've made all of your grocery money back just from sharing with two people that you love and helping them to share with two people they love. And so with the company, we have an awesome bonus we get of $250 if you do this in your first 60 days. So right here, you've made $900. So you've completely paid for the $589, plus you've made, $311 in addition to just getting your groceries for free for the month. So, and right now, you guys, if you are participating in the rapid reset, it's so exciting. I mean, you guys, the company, it's crazy. If you've never done network marketing before, you need to like kiss the ground of Isagenix, because I've done network marketing before, and the company is so generous in our compensation. Like, this is plenty. But now with the rapid reset, if you hit manager by April 1st, and you've never been a manager before, by April 1st, you are going to get, instead of $250, you're going to get $500. And so instead of making $900, you would make $1,150 just from telling two people who tell two people. And I just think, Martha, we make it so complicated, but it's just food. Who you're not looking for 6 people who want to, build a dynasty with you. I mean, you might be, but you don't have to be. It's just looking for 6 people who want to eat a better breakfast. And so I think if you keep it simple like that, you guys, and you just share, like Martha, I always share, just transition right into the grocery store, because we are just food. And so it's simple. And if something's simple, people will follow a system that's simple. And that's what I found with showing, the you share, they share this way. So let me pull that PowerPoint back up.
Awesome.
So go ahead.
And I was just going to say, I love what you said about it's not just being a product user and then just like somebody that you're looking for a business potential builder. Actually it's going to be both, and just have that already at the forefront when you're talking about how to just get your products paid for, your groceries covered.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've had so many people ask, because we've done Isagenix for a long time, like what's the one thing you would tell me if you could only tell me one thing? And I always tell people, every single person that you talk to, every single person without fail, you share how to get their products paid for. You share. I've been around so long, it's been called you plus two them plus, it's been called so many things. Just tell 2 people. Jimmy Smith always says, tell 2 people and tell them to tell 2 people, and it's so cute when this new thing came out, you share, they share. Jimmy said, isn't that what we've been telling people for like ever? And I was like, yeah, Jimmy, you're right. And so it's no wonder why he's made millions of dollars with the company. It's just keeping it simple, you guys. You share, they share. You share, they share, over and over and over again. And so just, showing you again here with these slides, just kind of reiterate. So there you are in the center, and you share with your friend on the left and your, friend on the right. You're going to get $100 for both of them when, when you share with them, when they do the value packs. It's going to double to $200 each when they do that in their first, and they do it in the same week. And then you're going to get a $50 bonus. So it's $450 that you're earning. And then when they share, you can see here, you're going to receive the $100 consultant development bonus on the left and the $100 development bonus on the right. And so total, you guys, for the month, it's not, or for the you share, they share, is $900. And Martha, I think that people sometimes say, well, my friend, it took her this long to do it, so maybe it should take me that long, or, and I think that you guys, when you come in, this is your business and you can do it quickly, slowly. It's whatever you want to do. And so, for example, we have a guy that just got started on the products last week, and he enrolled 2 people within his first week because he was really excited and he wanted accountability. And so now this week, he's helping those 2 people to share with their 2 people. And so within his first full week, Martha, he will have done you share, they share. And with the new bonuses of $500, I mean, he'll make over $1,100 in a week's time. And so I know that, incomes, we have to say, are not everybody's going to do that, but if you work hard, like he's working hard and he's sharing with a lot of people, it's possible. And so I really want to, be able to tell you guys, what is possible. And, Martha, for me, just like what I was kind of just mentioning about him, is I think if we just change our thinking, it's just a switch that has to flip. Like, a lot of times we think, well, 83% or so are product people and the other people are building a business. And that you guys just really have to understand they're the same thing. If you're using the products, you are Isagenix. And if you're building a business, you are Isagenix. And so together, if you marry those, and with every person, Martha, no matter, I mean, I've had people say, I only want to hear about the products. I'm not really interested in all in what you do. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And so I show them the products, and then I just ask them the grocery store question. Where do you buy your groceries? And 9 out of 10 people, when I show them that, say, oh, well, I know 2 people, because it's just simple, you guys. It's referrals, and we do it every day of our lives. So I think if you just flip the switch and think differently, your whole, you won't pay for your products any longer, and you could really grow a significant income with it if you chose to. So I don't know if you have any questions for me that you want to ask, but that, I just keep it really simple, you guys. I mean, I think that that's the key, is simplicity, and it's just food. Just find people to eat a better breakfast, and that's what you're looking for, and help them to find 2 people.
And Hilary, earlier you shared, and would you mind just sharing this with our team out here that's watching from everywhere, but you said from the first time when you started on this, you've never had to pay for it after your first. Is that like amazing?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, that's my goal though, Martha. When I share with someone, when I share with one of my customers, my intention is that they will never pay for the product after the first month. And if they do, I want them only paying a portion. I never want them paying for the full amount, again, without having some of that paid for by Isagenix, earning something back from Isagenix. And so that's when I share with everybody, I show them that. And I at least want them, to get their PIB back, their double PIB, and earn that consultant bonus of $50. So, because I know the companies run numbers on this, but that if people are getting paid, you guys, people stay in Isagenix. And it's important that if you want residual income, that you are getting your people paid. And if people, that's how it works. So we've been here a long time, and we just find the more people we talk to about, and not prejudging. I would say that too. That's one other tip I'll give you, is don't prejudge what people are going to do. Like, I know some people are really nervous to share the value pack, but if it's not it's not your job to decide for them. It's your job to present the options, and it's their job to decide. And the value pack is the best pack. It's got everything they need to have ultimate success on the products, and it's got everything they need to be able to then share with their family and friends and help them to grow, a significant residual income. So that's the pack we always share first. And if someone is not open to that, then we'll go and share like one of the getting started packs. But that's what we always start with.
Yeah, and I like what you shared earlier too, when we were just talking about this and getting ready for this Zoom, is that, if you're already, like, you're overcoming their objections, but honestly, you're doing it in such a way, like, it's about getting your groceries paid for. It's really just simple as what you said it is. If you save the cost up front, then they're not going to even be open to it. They're going to be more resistance. But if you just kind of ask them, well, how much are you already spending at your groceries, right, with your grocery bill? So
Yeah. And Martha, people will say to me sometimes, like, well, I don't know what I'm spending. And I'm like, I kind of laugh and I go, oh, so you don't have a food budget? That's awesome. We have a pack you're really going to love, and they kind of laugh with me. And then I say, no, like, let's just think about it. And I really make them give me an answer. Like, I never, even with the getting started pack, like, I never say, oh, it's going to cost you $300, because to some people, like, that's their car payment, that's their rent payment, and so a wall just goes up immediately, and they don't even hear what you're saying after that. So I never, ever, I love that the new catalogs do not show the price when it shows the packs, because I draw out. So you guys, I always have catalogs everywhere around me, so we'll pull one out of here. Okay. But I didn't think through this. But like, I always take the catalog, Martha. And so when I was talking to you and I was showing you like the value pack, what I do is right here in this empty space at the top, this is where I draw out 80 meals. So it's right here in the catalog. So if they do need to like share with a spouse before they make a decision, they're not like, what did she say? And how do I tell him how much it costs? They don't get nervous. Like, I draw the 80 meals right up here. And the numbers that I distribute for you guys, I draw the you share, they share right here in their book. And I show them so that then they're able to show their spouse, or they're able to go back to it. If they want to share with their family and friends, they have it right there in front of them. And if, they don't want to go with that one, then I'll come over here and I'll show the 30-day and I'll draw it out right down here in the little gap, so that they have it at their fingertips and they're able to utilize that. So.
Well, do you have a little bit of some time, because we do have some questions being asked in the chat room as well here. And it says, what is the best way to get started? I guess, I don't know if Sherry, if you can share that a little bit more, what you mean by get started, like get started with our system, because are you not an associate yet? Because we'd love to help you get started for sure. And then someone says, but I still have to spend money on kids. What if somebody says to you, Hilari, what do you do when you respond? How do you respond to someone giving you that objection? Like, well, I have to still spend on my kids when it comes to groceries, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so when I break that down, like I would say to someone, okay, if they said $8 a meal and then they said, but I still have to buy, meals for my kids. I say, okay, let's break down like which meals are yours though. I mean, because people are still like Martha, like you're working a corporate job. So at lunch, say you had kids at home, you're still going out and buying your lunch. You're still stopping by Starbucks on the way home. You're still, at dinner time, tonight we had pork chops and mashed potatoes and corn and bread. And so, and that was a portion of that was mine as well. So I really get them to track it because, and I love, there's a new flyer from Sound Concepts that actually has them write down. I didn't have that out because I didn't think about using it tonight, but you guys can go on Sound Concept or Sales Tools and look for it, but it's just like a budgeting sheet, and it has them write down like what they pay for their breakfast, their lunch, their snacks, their, coffee, different things throughout the day. And even if they have a family, they'll see that they really are spending at least $10 a day on themselves, and $10 a day on themselves is our getting started 30-day system. If they're spending, $20 a day on themselves or even close to that, that's the value pack. And so, I just tell people, look, I'm a mom of 5 kids. Like I need to feel good. I need to have energy. Like if I don't feel good, it does not serve my family. I have people that say to me, oh, you take an hour to exercise every day. You spend money on this or that. And I'm like, yeah, because guess what? If I don't feel great, the whole family suffers. So if you're a mom listening or a dad listening, you need to invest in your health. And I heard this a couple days ago, Martha, and it was so powerful to me, at least it stuck in my mind. But it said, think about it. When you turn 16, if you knew you were getting a car and you had one car for the rest of your life, what kind of care would you give it if you knew that was the only car you were ever going to get? And that's what we have, you guys. We have one body. And so I think yes, I still have kids and they still need to eat food, but I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself so that I can take care of them. So I just really break down what the mom is actually spending herself. And they'll typically find that they are spending at least $10 a day on their own food. And that's the 30-day system then.
Also something you just reminded me too, Hilari, I met one associate just during my events last week, and she actually shared that because of our super nutritional food in our system, and she can withstand the temptations. She can still cook for her kids and still do the system, and she loves it because she's gaining energy, she's losing the weight, and she feels so great, and her children are still benefiting. But the cost of paying for her now goes towards her pack.
Well, and another thing, Martha, is my kids every one of them does a shake every single day, you guys. And so this is a food we use for our family. I mean, they do the bars, they do the shakes. My older two will do a little bit of cleanse. I mean, we use the products every single day, and I use them with my kids. So that just motivates me more, when I was new, to go out and share with more people, because I wanted to be able to get all the different products, right? So.
Well, gosh, this has been awesome. I know there's a lot of other questions being asked here. You can find a lot of the information about the bonus attached to the packs that we offer on isagenixbusiness.com. It's also in your back office, you guys. And I know someone's very new and she's just asking, she's just became an associate and she's trying to sign up her first customer. And she's just asking, what would be the first step? Is it just to send some transformation stories? I would take him to welcome to isagenix.com. It would be my recommendation. But what would your recommendation be, Hilari?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think that, when I was new, I made a list, Martha, of everybody I knew, and I just share with people passionately. Like in my first, system, I felt great. I lost 14 pounds and my energy was crazy. So now, because we have different tools available, but I love utilizing the videos at isamovie.com. I think the company has done a fabulous job of putting them into categories. So if you are new and you're like, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but your friend is an athlete, you can click on the performance, tab, and there's videos that are just for performance. Or if you have somebody that says, I want weight loss, they can click on the weight loss tab. And so, Martha, I would say show them a video from there. And then I would get them on a three-way call with whoever, your upline is, so that they can answer questions for them. That third party, credibility is so important, and people will get started just like that. And you can learn while you earn. And that's what I would encourage you to do.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
gosh, everyone, this has been amazing. I've just loved learning and hearing from you. I love that you said everybody deserves to cleanse once a week. And I love the fact that, from the very beginning, you signed up and you've never had to pay for your products after that. Incredible, you guys. And remember, you start with the value pack and you find yourself just with that value pack that you're just going to then just be ordering what you need and just replenish that value pack that you initially started with too. So some people have this thing like, oh my gosh, every month am I going to really be spending $589? No, you're not. Just the first initial one, getting the best results, right, Hilari?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you really look at the amount of products you get in there, the value is so, I love the name. I know some people don't love the name, but I love the name because it is such a great value for what you're getting. And you know what? I mean, I just think, Martha, for me personally, I want the people that I'm sharing with to have awesome results, whether in any of the categories. I want them to have the best results they can have. And I just believe that with the value pack, they get all the tools they need to be successful. And so that success in them is going to create success in people they share with, and so on and so forth. So that's why I'm so passionate about that. I always start there, and then you can always go down. But don't start with the 30-day and go up. Start with the value pack and then come down. And you'll see a lot of people. I think you'll be surprised. People order that all the time that I don't think people realize would. So.
And so to the last point, everyone, if you did pay attention and you saw from the beginning, Hilari started this by leading and talking about value pack and then the you share, they share. So don't just do a you share, they share without showing how the value pack does put so much in front of them as far as really tying that in with the groceries that they're already spending. It's just so brilliant. I love how you shared and bridged that together so much.
Sure, absolutely. And I think it's just key, you guys. The product is the business is the product. It's one thing. So if you can just marry that, in that easy way, talking about groceries, because it is just groceries, and we see that people are very open to learning that, Martha.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you so much. We want to respect everybody's time, and the recording will be posted. Just give me about another hour. It will be shared on Isagenix Business, as well as on my Facebook wall, and I'll be sending it over to you as well, Hilari, so that you can share it with your team.
Awesome.
And feel free. We want you all to know that this is just the first. We have so many trainings lined up for this whole month of March. If you guys have not gone to isagenix.com to see our March calendar, or to go to isafyi.com/calls to see the lineup, please, we invite you to do so. And of course, if we've forgotten anything, I know that you can reach out to me at any time. And thank you so much again, Hilari. This was amazing.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to share this with everybody.
You're welcome. Thanks. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Happy Thursday.